Well, hello there, Pisces. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing a very special reading. We're taking a look at the next 6 months. So we're celebrating the equinox on September 22nd. So this is a time where we have the same amount of day and night, and we're also changing seasons. In the northern hemisphere, we're going into autumn, and in the southern hemisphere, of course, we're going into spring. And when we change seasons, a lot of times what we do is also change out the clothing in our closet. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of take a quick look at the last 6 months. Spirit wants you to take a moment to celebrate something that you have accomplished over the last 6 months. And, Pisces, this could be, a goal that you set for yourself and that you met, but it could also be just a sense of allowing certain people, situations, belief systems, limiting beliefs, habits, to kind of leave your life in order to help bring in better things for you. So we'll take a look quickly at the last 6 months, and then we're going to take a look at the next 6 months. What can you expect to come onto your path? What obstacle or area of resistance might you encounter? And then advice from Spirit about how you can overcome any obstacles in a much quicker way. So, and if you're enjoying the content that I create, I really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Well, let's get into it. Let's take a look really quickly at the last 6 months. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. I really like this energy because I feel like over the last 6 months, you have been getting clarity about the people, the situations, the relationships, your career, your money. It's almost as if you have taken the last 6 months to kind of declutter. It's kind of like decluttering your closet, right? So it's, it takes time. It's also this emotional, it takes a lot of emotional stamina to continue going through that. And I feel like for some of you, it was kind of like coming into a clarity of where you wanted to go. And yet at the same time, you weren't sure at times. So if this last 6 months was kind of emotional for you because you were allowing yourself to let go of certain people, situations, or relationships, or even belief systems, and stepping into something new, but you're not quite sure what the new is, well, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, right? It says you are exactly where you need to be. And not to fear. You have made the right decisions. You have put yourself on a nice path, and you're exactly where you need to be, even if you're not positive of what is to come ahead. So let's take a look at what to celebrate. So Spirit wants you to celebrate. We have the Empress energy and the conflict. You have taken the high road in some conflict that's in your life. So this could have been in career and money. It could have even been an internal conflict about wondering, what path to take. But I also feel like for a lot of you, this was a relationship. It could have been romantic, family, friend, even coworker or business partner. But in this situation, it was as if the waters, became very turbulent. And remember, part of this unknown territory is overcoming your emotions, not shoving them down, but accepting them for what they are and kind of taking a look at your emotions and how certain people, situations in your life have caused you to feel conflict within yourself. So it's taking a look at that. What you're celebrating is that you came through the conflict and you are looking nice with the Empress energy. I mean, this is all of the queens all brought together into one. You're confident, you're business savvy, you're creative, you're intelligent, you're people oriented, you're loving, you're nurturing, you take good care of yourself, you take good care of the people in your life that you care about. And it's coming into this fruition of understanding that you have been through some turbulent times, but you're coming into a much more peaceful time, a time of allowing blessings and better situations, better relationships to come to you. All right, so what are you leaving behind? Courage and the Queen of Swords. What an interesting energy. I feel like what it is almost the sense of analyzing. Okay, what you're leaving behind is analyzing everything. I think in the last 6 months, you did analyze a lot of things that were in your life, almost kind of like scrutinizing. Is this good for me or is this not? You know, the Queen of Swords stays very focused on the future. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. You know, the people, the situations in your life, it's almost like analyzing them and having the courage, right, to be able to say, okay, yes, I want this person or this situation to stay on my path. It's also about allowing those things that no longer, you know, are for your highest good, allowing them to leave. So the energy here is of what to leave behind. There's a sense here that you got into this super analyzing energy, right? And you needed to be for some time in order to clean out your closet, clean up your life, right? But now you're stepping into a more loving energy of allowing things to come in. I think over the last 6 months, you have gone from really cleaning out your closet, looking carefully at the things that are in your life. You did a great job, and now you're looking forward into bringing new things into your life. Because what to embrace? Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the energy of what to take into the next 6 months. New supportive connections and the Sun card. You know, the energy of getting really excited, allowing these new people, new situations, new options to come into your life because they are aligned with who you truly want to be. You know, this is the energy of the divine feminine. We all have divine feminine and masculine within us. But the divine feminine is very much more of in a loving and nurturing, allowing energy than the Queen of Swords. You needed to be in this energy once again in order to clean out that closet and clean out the things in your life that no longer met your highest good. But now you're in this energy of allowing new things to come into your life that are in alignment with who you want to become. Now, I want to say, this is really interesting. The cards on the bottom, you have the Sacred Temple and the Judgment card. The Judgment card is that energy of only allowing those things into your life that are for your highest good. The Judgment also represents truly stepping onto your spiritual path of listening to what your soul is calling you to do, to take the painful experiences that you have encountered throughout your life, the way that you have helped yourself to heal from those situations, and now to put your light and love out to the world in order to help the world have more light and love and healing. So it's a lovely energy. We have true love underneath there. This is the energy of you stepping into truly loving who you are, no matter maybe what some people have thought or have said to you in the past. You've allowed yourself to walk away from either what other people have thought or said to you, but also for some of you, you've been able to walk away from some relationships that really and truly did not cherish you, did not cherish your gifts, your talents, your love, your nurturing, your nurturing energy. It's almost as if the person or situations in your life weren't in alignment with how you were seeing yourself. It's kind of like they've kind of left your life in one way or another, or you've disconnected yourself from them. I really love this energy because I feel if you're moving into this energy of truly embracing, and you've had this energy in your readings for some time, Pisces, about truly embracing your spiritual gifts. But I feel like now is the time where it's almost like on the equinox, you understand that this new journey is starting for you. That all the way up to this point, it was in preparation for truly stepping into your calling. So let's see what the next 6 months have. Surrendering to the journey. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. Release control. Yes, understanding that the path ahead is destined and divine. The path that you have been called to go on, you are accepting the call and you are surrendering to this journey. And then begin now. Look at this. Take your first step. See, I feel like, you've had this energy of starting a new path in your readings for some time, but I feel like there was still that cleaning out, almost that cleaning out of the closet. There's this energy of moving forward now at a very much more quick pace, because I feel like you've been letting go of a lot of people and situations that were almost like, harboring your time and energy. Now you see clearly, it's almost like, oh my goodness, I see clearly how those people or situations were zapping my energy, that I couldn't truly step into my soul's purpose only because I had all of this conflict going around me. Yeah, you're definitely, look, you have the World card, the Moon card, the Four of Wands. I mean, you're showing up in your own reading, moving into this bright new world, you don't know what the path ahead, what lies ahead on the path, but at the same time, you're surrendering to it. You understand that the divine is with you, that you are moving to a much more stable and loving energy ahead. Wow. Okay, so what's new on your journey? Okay, you have professional assistance and the Magician. Really interesting. This card has been coming up a lot in these equinox readings. The professional assistance, it could be that you actually are hiring somebody to help you on this next part of the journey. With the Magician, you are trying to manifest something into your life. You understand that you have all of the tools. With this energy here, it's almost as if maybe you know that you have all the tools, but maybe you're fearful in some way that you don't know how to use all the tools, or you don't know how to combine the tools in order to create what it is that you're wanting in your life. Now, the professional assistance does not mean that you have to necessarily pay somebody. It may, it could be a coach of some sort, a life coach or a nutrition health coach. It could be a business coach, right? It could also be a financial planner, financial backer, some type of an investor if you're trying to start a business. But it also can sometimes mean that you're just willing to ask for the help that you feel like you may need as you're moving forward. So, for instance, you could, be looking for support because you have new supportive connections here. So you could be looking for more support, asking for more support in maybe emotional or mental or spiritual support from the people that are in your life, right? Or you could be even, seeking some spiritual support. I think some of you may be seeking out spiritual mentors or other people, at least other people that see the world the way that you do. And the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like you're really stepping into a much deeper sense of spirituality here, of trying to kind of balance out, okay, the 5D and the 3D, trying to balance out this new, path that you're going on. And yet at the same time, that you have to live in the 3D. I feel like for some of you, it could be also, if you're trying to start a spiritual business, maybe reaching out to other people that have started a spiritual business and trying to get some of their advice or mentoring, okay, about how to start a spiritual business and still be able to, to step into the world, the material world, right? Because we do live in the material world. So I feel like there might be to me, it's more of an emotional type of wanting of help, of support, because I do feel like you know how that you do have all the tools, and yet at the same time it's kind of like, it's not self-doubt. I feel like it's more like you may feel like you're a novice, right? Or an apprentice. It's that type of energy, feeling like that you're really new to this, you know, this more spiritual world, and seeking out people that can help you on this next part of the journey. Yeah, it's very lovely. You know, 4 of Swords on the bottom. You have a 5 of Cups here. I think at first you may be kind of like not sure of yourself, maybe missing some of the people and situations that you've had to leave behind. And because of that, you're kind of doubting yourself. But then you quickly realize, okay, with the Knight of Pentacles here, that you're building a strong foundation for what it is that you want as you move forward. I think that that is where you may be asking for help. So say once again, you start, you know, you've left a career, perhaps some relationships behind. You've started a spiritual business. It's growing, but it's growing slowly. Right? And you're not really sure, you know, is this really still my path? How do I maneuver this new world that I'm in, of trying to stay in my spirituality and also live in the 3D? And I feel like that's where you seek out help, you know, and once again, it could just be other soul tribe members or other people that have been on this journey. It's almost as if you are really and truly trying to connect to other people that are, I want to say, maybe at your same level or just a little bit above. I don't think you're looking for somebody that has been on the journey for a very long time. It's almost as if you're wanting somebody that you can bounce your ideas off of, and they can bounce their ideas off of you. It's almost like you're willing to kind of, you know, manifest exactly what it is that you want, this equilibrium. That's how it feels to me, like an equilibrium. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't want to necessarily do it like other people, right? It's kind of like, I don't want to follow their model. I did that in the past. What I want to do is create my own life, but I also want people that can be a sounding board for me so that I can, you know, get other people's ideas and then garner from that and then create the world that I want. Really lovely energy there. So your biggest obstacle is planning and action, and then the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, you know, that energy of being really confident in what it is that you're planning and acting on, right? So let's go ahead and clarify that. I'm kind of chuckling because I feel like that is exactly what this energy is. It's kind of like you have a plan, you're taking action on it, and then at times you're just going to be, I don't know if I'm truly confident, you know. I know when I first started teaching, and I started teaching at a later age because I had a whole other career before I started teaching. And I remember one of the things that, you know, my mentor said before, you know, my first official day as a teacher. She was like, just show no fear. Show no fear. I think that's in Kindergarten Cop too, or, you know, it's just like show no fear. I feel as if that is kind of like my advice to you in this situation. I think at times you are going to feel like you are so new to the game, right? That, you know, all your plans and the actions that you want to take, you're just not sure that you can pull it off. It's almost like, can I pull it off? It's that fake it till you make it, show no fear type of energy, that you know that you have, you know, the capability of doing this. And yet at the same time, you also have your spirit guides and angels that are willing to help you. And believe it or not, I think you really do have these new supportive connections coming in to help guide you too. So I love that. I really do. It really does kind of remind me of my first day as a teacher. Eight of Swords, it's just your self-doubt, right? Because you're on a new path. And when we're on a new path, it's also everything is new. So our ego comes into play to say, oh, wait a minute, Pisces, what are you doing here? You know, why did you give up that solid career that you had? Or, you know, why did you leave those people behind? Why are we in this new world? Because look, you have the Fool card. You're going into a new world. You definitely are. And I think you're excited about it. And in that excitement, there are going to be times when you are not sure too, because yes, the universe is bringing in a special offer for you. It is going to help you. I love this energy with the Justice card here, balancing out that 3D and 5D energy that we were talking about. I also feel like for some of you, if you are like going through some type of a legal situation, okay, that started. I don't think you're going to be starting a new legal situation. It's really from the past, maybe the past 6 months. It could be, you know, waiting on an inheritance, a divorce, you know, finalizing, child support. It could even have something to do with something that was in the past about leaving your past career, right? I feel like the universe is on your side. They're going to bring in the rewards that you need, okay, in order to go onto this new path. For some of you, you may be having to wait on some money, right, to hear about, you know, a settlement or something like that, in order to go on to this new path. But yes, you know, be confident and knowing that the universe, your spirit guides and angels are on your side, and that this is going to come in for you. So what is your advice here? Friends and colleagues and the Hierophant. My goodness. You know, I mean, the Hierophant is a spiritual leader. The Hierophant is somebody that can commit to long-term traditions, you know, also long-term relationships. I feel like one of the things that you're missing at this time is that you have had to let go of a lot of who you were in the past. And with that, some relationships that at the beginning of this equinox period, you may be missing, right? Part of this journey here is coming into this fruition of understanding that you do have a new spiritual, I am going to say a new spiritual tribe, because the Hierophant is a spiritual leader. I'm not saying that these are the people that you will be a leader of. I think you're going to be a leader among leaders, if that makes sense for you. So say, for instance, you started a Reiki salon or something like that, right? You may become good friends with other people, maybe not even in your town, maybe, you know, around the world, with the internet. You may become, you know, kind of starting a community of other Reiki healers. And maybe you know, get together on a Zoom or something once a month or something like that. But I feel like you're going to be bringing in your own soul tribe. You're going to be a leader among leaders, but then at the same time, you are also going to become a leader for another new group of people coming in. I feel like that new group would be maybe your clients at the Reiki salon, right? Who look to you for guidance. You're definitely a beacon of light, and you are going to be shining your light for others. Wow, really lovely. I really like this because I would say that in the next 6 months, it would be really interesting. Pisces, I think if you don't journal, you may want to journal this next 6 months. I feel like the people that are in your life are going to change. Who is in your life is going to change dramatically over the next 6 months. You know, I do feel like you've let go of some relationships, but you have some beautiful new relationships coming in that are more in alignment with your spiritual self. Yeah. I mean, having the strength to know that there was a lot of people in your life, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, that you had to let go of. And in order for these new people to come in, you knew you had to let go of people that were, playing mind games with you, making you feel alone and abandoned. Really, I feel like for some reason, this is kind of coming into your obstacle here that, your business or whatever may not take off as quickly as you were hoping or something like that. It's almost as if these people, okay, from the past are kind of like, yeah, Pisces, see, you're this isn't going to work out the way that you thought. It could be even your ex-employer or somebody like that. It could be somebody in your family, but you're understanding, no, when they're pointing that out, they're not a support for me. The people that I want in my life are supportive connections, right? So you're letting go of those people in your life that are no longer supportive so that you can make room for people that are new and supportive in your life. Really lovely. Understanding that, oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, you have lovely energy. Okay, so you have the strength card, that you have the strength to continue working even when other people doubt you. And that because of your strength and your hard work, you are going to become the emperor, right? You are going to create this business or this situation for yourself that you are truly wanting to build. Really lovely. Very nice. All right, Pisces, we're going to pull your soul truth card, and I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's see what you have here. What is my body telling me right now? Really interesting. Okay, our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get out. It's time to get your healing on. And then it suggests, get the book, Heal Your Body by Louise L. Hay, and find the answers toward which your body is guiding you. And if you have not read that book, I do have that book. It's a wonderful book where she has in there, she explains how trauma gets kind of trapped in our body, in our physical body. And so she has kind of like a chart in there that allows you to see where the pain is in your body and what that could mean for, for your health, for your emotional, mental, spiritual health, and how to relieve that trapped energy. I feel like your trapped energy is really coming back to those limiting beliefs, okay, because of certain people and situations in your life. What you are doing is moving those people out and allowing new supportive connections to come in. It really is interesting how many people I meet that, have been in very toxic relationships, especially toxic romantic relationships, and how much illness they feel while they're in that relationship. And they may even feel it as they're leaving that relationship. But then once they get down the line, it's kind of like the body really heals, because a lot of that trauma, once you go into that deep healing and you heal your inner wounds, then, you can alleviate a lot of the physical ailments that you may be experiencing too. And of course, you always want to keep in touch with your doctor if you're, experiencing something. But this is a nice book. It is, very interesting. So I'll leave it there. Pisces, you have such a lovely 6 months coming ahead. To recap a little bit is that you are going to be manifesting this new life that you are wanting to live. Sharing your love, your light, your healing gifts with the world. Interesting that book comes up, because I feel like you have done some healing of your own, and now that is where you are being called to help others to heal. And not to worry, You know, if your plans and your actions, okay, do not necessarily take off right away, because there's a lesson in there. And I think the lesson really is about learning how to ask for help and to seek out other people to join your journey that are supportive and that you can connect with, that you can help to build your new soul tribe. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.